I wanted to kick around a few of these questions from Tim Cato on The Athletic. Now, he has a larger article that I think includes like 14 or 15 questions, but these are the ones, and a lot of them revolve around Luka. These are the ones that I thought were particularly of interest when it comes to this series. Question number 1, would Dallas dare going big? Now, this would mean more of the combination of Powell and Kleber, who you brought it up in the crosstalk. You saw Dorian Finney-Smith and Reggie Bullock for 44 minutes apiece. Powell and Kleber played a combined 46 minutes. Do you think they would dare try to participate in a rebounding battle? I know there would be other reasons for this.
I don't think it would be smart. We've seen how you beat the Utah Jazz in the playoffs, and that is play small. Yeah. It's not play to Rudy Gobert's strengths. If Rudy Gobert hangs around the basket, he's arguably the best defensive player in the NBA. So the way that Rudy Gobert has been defeated and sometimes taken off the court in playoff basketball is you have to guard Marcus Morris. You have to guard Nicholas Batum. You have to guard Terrence Mann. And we don't really have that on our team right now. What we said it earlier, if you had Tim Hardaway Jr., that could help you out in that situation. I think Trey Burke could be a guy we see off the bench tonight for the Mavs to try to provide more offense. But I don't think you should say, well, let's play Marquise Chris more. Let's play Maxi and Dwight Powell, maybe even throw in Boban. That keeps Rudy on the court doing exactly what he wants to do. If those guys shot the ball like, let's just say, Miles Turner, for example, now he does. Yes, we have a dude who can block three shots a game in the middle in Miles Turner, and he can rebound a little bit, and he can drain wide open threes. But we don't really have a big guy who is a knockdown three-point shooter. Okay,
that feeds into the next one. And you're definitely right, not a knockdown three-point shooter, but combination question right here. Can Maxi Kleber be the team's main center, and could he make enough threes to justify that decision?
He did go 2 of 5, which is like if he goes 2 of 5 again tonight, I'll take it.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, 40% for him, that is awesome. So ultimately, at the end of the game, when you see Maxi Kleber went 2 of 5 from 3, you're like, I'll take it. Made
My
his
next
free
goal
throws.
is 3 of 7.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, when he misses, it's not like, oh, that one almost went in. You're like, hey, did the basket just move 5 feet? Because that's how much he missed it by.
Yeah.
You can try it. Dwight Powell played his heart out. Like, you guys know, I'm not the biggest Dwight Powell basketball fan.
What?
But Dwight Powell played his heart out. He played his role as good as he can play it without Luka giving him any looks, right? Because without Luka, he's really not much of an offensive threat.
That was going to be one of the questions, yeah.
And then when it comes to Dwight Powell rebounding, he's working his butt off, but he's also going against a guy who's just far superior at rebounding than him.
This is all tied together then. Can there be a way to make Dwight Powell offensively effective without Luka? Because like you said, so much of that rolls through Luka. Let's just go off the assumption for now, Luka's not playing tonight and who the hell knows when else, can there be a way that he can flourish offensively without Luka, or even be solid offensively without Luka?
I don't think so. Do we have a guy that nobody passes as good as Luka to get those looks? Like when Rudy Gobert soft doubles, let's just say you do the pick with Dwight Powell. We do that. And Rudy Gobert comes up. And then Rudy Gobert softly follows to the basket, but also knowing he has Dwight Powell rolling, it's like, throw it over my 7'3" body, see what happens. Well, Luka can, because he's 6'7" and one of the greatest passers in the history of basketball. Jalen Brunson's a good passer for his size and everything, but he's not close to Luka. Dinwiddie's not close to Luka at passing a basketball. So it's very tough to ask him, can you make the right read, the right pass over 7'3" Rudy Gobert? The way that, because you bring up Maxi, the way to try to defeat it is keep bringing Rudy towards the basket and you hang out at the 3-point line, then pass the ball up to the top of the key approximately, really hard, really quick, and then have Dwight Powell shoot a 3-point shot. Do we want that as an offensive possession?
No. From the 2-1-4, y'all ran the big man out of town.
Yeah, us.
Did you want to hold on to this topic one more day, or did you want to discuss this now?
Yeah, we were kicking ass with Porzingis, dumb butt.
I mean, we can.
I'm kind of curious as to like where is that a reality? I don't think this team was excelling without Luka, no matter what, even if KP was on the team.
If you give me KP and Dinwiddie, if we could have made a trade where we traded nothing and got Dinwiddie on this team, but Dinwiddie has been a major part of you becoming a better team.
Yes.
I get Porzingis is talented. Who would have even known if Porzingis could play? I mean, as soon as we played in the bubble, he immediately got hurt. Then we played in game 2 of the playoffs, immediately got hurt. Like, this dude believes that Porzingis would have been healthy for all 7 of these games?
Yeah, I don't think that. I think he probably would have, as soon as he saw Luka got hurt, he would have been like, hold on. Yeah, I'll one up this guy.
Because we were kicking that around off air and how much that really could have made a difference or could have mattered. And like you said, if you take Dinwiddie out of the equation, I just don't see necessarily a KP-led team having playoff success without Luka. So, I mean,
hopefully Bertans can make some shots. The problem is, I mean, he literally can't play defense against a human being in the NBA.
Yeah.
So if he's not,
we learned that pretty quickly.
He went
when he
1 of 2 from
here.
the line and made a 3-pointer. That's not enough to keep him on the basket. I get that he's a threat and they're watching him. So when he's coming off picks and everything, they're like, don't leave him open. So it does help you out offensively that they're like, don't leave him open because we don't want to live with if we give him wide open shots because he might make 5 in a row. But then defensively, they go down like, come here, redheaded kid. And they just go right by him. And it's just an easy layup or an easy 3-point shot.
They hunt him pretty quickly.
It's a tough thing for Bertans in that situation. And the other thing, too, is let's face it, if you had Porzingis instead of Dinwiddie, they would just put Porzingis in all pick and rolls and make his giraffe-like body try to guard a person out on the top, and that doesn't go well either.
I will say, Kevin, like there are parts of me that wants to believe that they went back and they started watching the game film from Saturday, and they were like, okay, look, man, everything's going to be a little tighter. You know, every shot that you take is going to come off with a little less space. You're going to have a little less space to make this pass to Dwight Powell, but you got to trust that it's going to be there and that he can put it back up whenever you do get down in the lane and Rudy comes this way to you. Like everything in me wants to believe that they see this and now they have to figure out the timing of it because Luka makes the game easy, right? Like he makes the game a lot easier for everybody else. But what did we learn from game 1? That we can take into game 2. The other part is, and I think that's the part that's weighing a lot of like Mavs fans' hopes and dreams down is the talent level that is on Utah is just good enough. Like I see the texts that are coming in that are saying, look, we just lost by this much to this team, and that's giving me hope and promise.
I get it.
I don't have a white knight that I can say that's the one that's going to deliver for us.
I also think, do you think that's why some people point to Boban because you're like, they have big giant guys who got rebounds. We have a big giant guy who can get rebounds. And then not like totally look at the rest of the potential flow of the game and the defensive issues that come along with that.
Yeah. Now, can I use him for 14 minutes? Maybe. And maybe that's the one time that we need him. We get 14 solid minutes out of him in the 3rd and 4th quarter where he keeps Rudy Gobert from getting multiple offensive rebounds. And he battles.
You bring him in when Rudy goes out.
Yeah, or maybe something like that.
And you play him versus their backup. And you don't play Boban versus Rudy.
Okay.
Maybe so.
I'm just saying, and that gives you
interesting.
That gives you 6 to 10 minutes.